Okay, so in my last video I spoke about the series that I want to try and finish this year. In this video I want to mention the series I want to try to start this year. So I believe I have 9. We'll see if I got that right. The first series I'd like to start this year is the Nevernight Chronicles by J. Kristoff. This book is about a girl named Mia who at the age of 10, her family was killed and now she's set for revenge. To be able to get her revenge, Mia must attend the Red Church, which is a school for assassins. I've heard mixed reviews. A lot of people don't like the writing style, and I've been looking through it and I can see where that might happen because there's random side notes that are going on and some of them last for half a page or a bit longer, so we'll see what my thoughts are on that. But any kind of assassin school I will be interested in. So the second series that I want to start reading is probably my highly anticipated read for the year, which is the Witcher series. This is The Last Wish, which is the first book in the series. It's a bound up of short stories which happens in the Witcher universe. I'm so excited to read this, especially with the show that's just come out, but I'm gonna read the book first, especially because I've heard that if you don't read it first, you might get confused in the show. So The Witcher follows our main character, Geralt of Rivia, who is a Witcher. And a Witcher is someone who has undergone tests and trials and mutations, and they now have heightened speed, strength, agility, they live longer, and they also have the ability to perform small spells, which combined with combat really help them fight monsters, which is their job basically. They go around fighting monsters, getting paid. They don't take any political stance. They're kind of neutral and everything just happens around them. But obviously something's going to happen. Geralt's going to get swept up into someone's business and it's going to be an adventure. So I'm so excited to read The Witcher and then watch the show. From what I know, you have to read the first 2, which is The Last Wish and The Sword of Destiny, and then you should be right to watch the show. If you know about that, please comment down below because I don't want to spoil myself for the books. Third series I want to start reading is the Mistborn series. I finally want to start Mistborn. Honestly, I've had this book for like a year and I haven't read it yet, so I need to get onto that. So I'm sure like a lot of people know what Mistborn is by now, but if you don't, or if you do, you can listen to this description again. So Mistborn is set in a world where the villain has already won. We're already living in the ashes and we're trying to survive and rebuild our world. Really want to know what's going on with this magic system. People love it, and from what I know, it's different metals give you different powers, so that just seems really interesting. Can you use multiple metals at once and have like a variety of powers? Can you only stick with the one? I have questions. I will get to this year, I hope. The next series I want to start is really daunting, and it's also going to be very difficult to just give you a synopsis because I don't even know what the book is about, but I'm gonna read it anyway. But I'm probably gonna read it later on, maybe, because it's quite big. And that is The Wheel of Time. I want to read The Wheel of Time by Robert Jordan. This is book 1 and it's 1,000 pages. I believe there's 14 books in the series. So, yay. 14 book series, and nearly every book is 1,000 pages or longer. So The Wheel of Time is an epic fantasy series, the first one being The Eye of the World. From what I've seen on BookTube, like no one knows how to give a non-spoiler description of this book. I've heard people say it takes inspiration from classic fantasy like Lord of the Rings but gives a modern spin on it. It has a massive cast of complex characters to follow. It's also being adapted into a TV show. Fantasy's really going strong this past few years. We have the Witcher series, The Wheel of Time. It's gonna be a massive TV show. They have 14 books to adapt, so and you have the Six of Crows TV show. Like, there's a lot of fantasy TV shows coming out. But I didn't even give you a description because I don't know what to say, so I'm going to read the back of the book and we'll go from there. The Wheel of Time turns and ages come and pass, leaving memories that become legend, legends that fade to myth, and even myth is long forgotten when the age that gave birth returns again. What was, what will be, and what is may yet fall under the shadow. I mean, it sounds interesting. The next series I want to start is the Gentleman Bastards series, which the first book is The Lies of Locke Lamora. This is written by Scott Lynn. Follows our main character Locke Lamora, who is an orphan that escaped death by learning to become a thief. During this book, we follow Locke and his ragtag crew of misfits as they try to pull off quite the heist. So, I've been talking about this book a lot, but I haven't actually read it yet. So, it's to be a really good world, very dark and gritty, and I want to know what this heist is. I want to know what we're like trying to pull off. The next series I want to start, and I can't hold up a book because I don't own one yet, is the First Law Trilogy. This is a grim dark fantasy, and it's meant to be one of the best written grim dark. The first book in the series is called The Blade Itself, which mainly focuses on character building of very grey characters. I love grey characters. They're not like really good characters, and then they're not just evil for the sake of being evil. Like, they're kind of normal, but more a little bit bad. Okay, so the seventh, I'm pretty sure we're up to the seventh series I want to start this year is the Farseer Trilogy. That sounds a bit weird to say. This trilogy was actually recommended to me by one of you guys in one of my very early videos, so I'm finally getting around to it. So this series follows our main character Fitz, who is the illegitimate son of a very noble family. He's cast out to the world just to live on his own. Fitz has this magical link to animals, so I want to know more about that. That sounds very interesting. Can he talk to animals? One day Fitz is invited back to the royal household, but the condition is he has to give up his old ways, which I'm going to assume... No, I was going to say it probably means he can't use his magical link with animals, but why else would they want him back if he didn't have powers? Anyway, they want him back and he has to train to be the royal assassin. I hope we get to watch him grow as an assassin, like assassin classes. And I want to know about this link with animals. I'm very interested in what that could be. The next series I want to start reading is Skywood by Brandon Sanderson. I love this cover. So good. So in this book, the human race is trapped on a planet which is constantly under attack. Our main character Spencer dreams of being a pilot, but she's unable to do so because her father, in the middle of battle, ran away and left, and now him and his family are very much frowned upon. But fortunately for Spencer, this all changes when she discovers a wrecked ancient ship. We get to go to flight school in this. Any kind of school situation, I'm all here for. It sounds so much fun, so that is what I want to read. The final series I want to pick up this year is the Ancestor Trilogy. Yes. I want to read the series, but it's a trilogy. I know. But whatever, we're gonna go there. The first book is called The Red Sister. This is written by Mark Lawrence. This book follows our main character, Nuna Gray, who is falsely accused of murder. She is then brought to the convent of Sweet Mercy, where she then has to train to be an assassin. I have a lot of assassin training books I want to pick up this year. Clearly there's a theme going on. Nuna is just trying to survive, but the secrets of her past are catching up with her, and this book follows as she tries to deal with her inner demons. Along with the assassins training, this book also follows a crumbling empire. So this is all makings for a good book. We have assassin training, the government failing. It just sounds so good. I have a good list lined up so far. So those are the 9 series that I hopefully want to pick up this year. We'll see some of them maybe a bit later in the year. The Wheel of Time, I am looking at you. You are scary. So that's it for this video, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.